This video is sponsored by Moon.
My name is Tori.
Good morning. It is currently 6:45 in the morning, and today is Descend on Bend. Descend on Bend is this massive van life festival. I actually went last year and it was a total blast, but I didn't really film it at all. And this year I want to take you guys along with me. The gates are open at 10 a.m. this morning. I have been camped with 4 other girls, 3 other vans. If you guys have watched my channel before, you'll already know Sarah and Tori. You might also remember Madison, who I reunited with yesterday, and then Madison's close friend Crystal, who's also coming along with us. All 4 of us are going to drive into Descend today. I am so excited to explore this and to show all of you guys. It's truly the coolest van life festival ever. So many people come from all walks of life, and it's just such a beautiful experience. You get to meet so many people, see so many unique builds, and it's just a great time. So, time to go. Descend on Bend is set about an hour south of Bend, Oregon, right next to National Forest land, with a huge maze of National Forest roads available for free camping nearby. The night before Descend, we camped just 5 minutes from the entry gates, snagging first-in-line spots the following morning.
We're at Descend, baby. Something in the air. Look at
From the lawn.
Over the course of the next 3 hours, dozens upon dozens of rigs lined up behind us, waiting for the 10 a.m. opening time. Ponderosa pine forest surrounds the festival for miles and miles on each side, though fields of rabbit bush and sagebrush break the dense stands every now and again, and we're home to the hundreds of rigs that camped for the weekend. This land is actually private property, an equestrian RV park complete with potable water and showers, and it's completely closed down for Descend every year. While the event technically starts on Thursday for extended ticket holders, many folks, including ourselves, opt for general admissions tickets that include Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'd like to send a huge thank you to Moon for sponsoring today's video and for making the heat bearable in my AC-free home. It has been well over 90 degrees Fahrenheit or 32 degrees Celsius every single day, and I knew I'd be putting my Moonshade awning up as soon as I arrived at Descend. Moonshade has really been my ultimate summer companion this year, providing shade during the day and also making my home feel like it's doubled in size with an outdoor space as well. Moonshade was super popular during Descend. I actually noticed like a dozen other people putting their Moonshade up at the same time I was, and I actually met this guy Alex, who happened to be parked right next to me, who had Moonshade too. We decided to put both of our Moonshades up side by side, and we just had this massive outdoor area, and it was so rad. I have really loved working with this brand, and I hope that a few of you guys can benefit from them too. Moon is actually offering you guys $30 off when you use the code MaddieTaylor30 at checkout. I'm gonna go ahead and put that link in the description box below. And again, thank you Moon for sponsoring today's video. One of the coolest things about Descend is how welcoming it is to entrepreneurial nomads. Every single day, you're bound to see at least a few dozen people vending their goods out of their vans, schoolies, box trucks, or what have you, and it becomes abundantly apparent just how hand in hand this lifestyle goes with a creative mind. A maker's market is hosted every day under 2 big white tents, hosting dozens of artists, photographers, chefs, woodworkers, and so many more. And this year, Sarah and I had tables of our own, but I'll talk a little more about that later. We just finished up the Maker's Market, and now we are going back to put stuff away and then come out to party.
We wanted to talk about some things anyway. Yeah, we want to talk about some things. If it is your first time at Descend, make some noise. Make some noise. Yes. Be you. Don't spectate. Don't spectate. You're a part of this thing.
By the time the Maker's Market closes at 5 p.m. each day, it's time to get some food in your belly, because right around sunset, Descend truly comes alive. The feeling is electric as the golden hour hits the camp, music swelling all around you from different directions, the sound of laughter and conversation lighting up alongside the sky.
So cute. She's so excited. My name is Tori. This is my first time ever on stage, so bear with me. I'm really nervous.
But I believe we got something special.
Last year I camped very close to this forest, and I made a point to come out here every single morning, get some quiet time. Descend is so wonderful, so magical. You meet so many people, and it's also very stimulating. I am an introvert at heart, and coming to this forest in the mornings with Eliza gives her plenty of time to run, and also gives me some peace and alone time that I do crave when I'm around so many people for an extended period of time. Last year at Descend, it was extremely smoky. There were some forest fires nearby, and as we were driving in on Friday, I was a little bit worried that maybe we would get the same thing. Smoke loomed on the horizon as we drove in. But this morning, we woke up to blue skies. In about 45 minutes, there is morning yoga, which I think I will go to. I'm gonna start heading back right after I talk to you guys. And then I think the Maker's Market continues at 1 p.m. If you watched my last video, you'll know that I started a Patreon and am sharing my art, but I also decided to get some prints ready for Descend on Bend, and I purchased a vendor's ticket so that I could sell it to people here. So yesterday was my first time ever selling prints, and I sold 9 copies, which is really exciting to me, and I'm excited to see how today goes. Sarah's been selling some of her jewelry as well. She has the most beautiful jewelry pieces of crystals, that a lot of which she has mined or dug for herself. And we basically just get to hang out for a few hours, meet a bunch of people, and also sell some of our art. It doesn't get a whole lot better than this.
These are my friends.
There's a few special traditions that happen at Descend every year, but I think that the visit to the hole might be the most special of all. 300 feet deep and over a mile across, this place was created when magma met water and erupted in a violent explosion of vapor, rock, and magma that left behind this massive crater. At Descend on Bend, it becomes our playground.
Yeah, I just got it.
I'm gonna teach these bitches.
Yeah.
This is a little baby horn lizard, probably like a couple days old. He's like freshly hatched. They eat a lot of ants, and they just sort of scramble around on the desert dusty floor, like just eating insects. And when they grow up, they have this really interesting defense mechanism. They can concentrate the blood in their eyeball so much they can actually projectile squirt it towards your face, which is honestly like the coolest party trick.
Yeah,
ever.
it really is.
Like I kind of wish I could do that, but yeah, it's hard to make them do it like as a person. But if you're like a dog or coyote, they're way more willing to squirt the blood towards your face. But yeah, this is a baby.
This is my windsurfer, I think is what they called it. So the cute side is the bottom, and then we're gonna put some like grip tape on the top of it, and then as I'm driving, I'll like hold it around my wrist like that and put my fingers on like where the grip tape is, and I surf the wind kind of like a tech deck.
This festival is a place where you might descend down an ancient crater to have an epic morning that makes you feel like you're in a Mad Max film. And then a few hours later, find yourself talking to a stranger about herpetology for several hours, or spending your afternoon in a big circle of grown adults doing arts and crafts on the dirt floor together. It's a place where community is born, coming together as quickly and as seamlessly as if it had always been, despite the fact that most of us hadn't known of each other's existences such a short time before. It's a place where, as if by magic, 30 people can collaborate on an epic potluck-style taco night, and it just feels so abundantly clear just how easy and full and beautiful life can be when you do it together.
Subway, yeah, it was like 6.
Let's go.
We are eating crunchy, girls. Crunchy girls. So cute.
That's your mom.
He came prepared today.
It's your mom.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
That's exactly what Sarah and I did as soon as we got out. We both started twerking. I feel like I should be in an old Western film.
Wow, that felt very real.
So authentic.
That's so cute.
So candid. I think that was great. We are not cocky walkers.
Supposed to look towards the camera.
Yeah, look directly into the camera. Yeah, make love to the camera, Alex. Facial stretches.
Yeah.
And she won't like let it down. She won't crap.